What if I told you? The biggest threat to your independence after 60 isn't your heart. It isn't your memory. It's your legs. Not dramatic, not exaggerated, just facts. Right now in America, every 11 seconds an older adult is rushed to the emergency room because of a fall, and many of those falls don't happen during something extreme. They happen walking to the bathroom, stepping off a curb, reaching for something simple. And here's what almost no one tells you. Most falls don't start with bad luck. They start with weak leg muscles, declining balance, slower reaction time, and once confidence is shaken, activity decreases. When activity decreases, muscles shrink faster. When muscles shrink, risk doubles. It becomes a silent downward spiral. But here's the hopeful part. In Japan, one of the longest living countries in the world, adults in their 70s and 80s are still hiking, gardening, riding bikes, and moving daily with confidence. Not because they lift heavy weights, not because they spend hours in a gym, but because they practice 6 simple, controlled daily movements that quietly rebuild leg strength, retrain balance, and reactivate the nervous system. These movements are gentle, they're safe, and they work. Today, I'm going to walk you through each one step by step. And I need you to stay until exercise number 4, because that one activates a muscle group most Americans completely ignore, and it may be the missing link between feeling unstable and feeling powerful again. Your independence is not gone, it's just waiting to be rebuilt. Let's begin. In Okinawa, Japan, a region often called a blue zone because of its extraordinary number of people living into their 90s and even hundreds, aging looks different. You don't see rows of complicated gym machines, you don't see extreme workouts. What you see is movement, daily movement, intentional movement, controlled movement. Elders there don't exercise the way most Americans think of it. They build strength into their everyday life. Standing up and sitting down with control, walking with focus, shifting weight slowly and deliberately. Many of their movements are influenced by traditional practices like Tai Chi, a discipline built around slow, flowing motion, breath control, and balance. And here's the powerful mindset shift. Slow does not mean weak. Slow builds awareness. Slow strengthens stabilizer muscles. Slow trains your nervous system to react faster when it matters most. When you move slowly, your body is forced to control every inch of motion. That control strengthens the tiny muscles around your ankles, knees, and hips, the very muscles that stop you from tipping over. And control prevents falls, because falls are rarely about strength alone. They're about coordination, timing, stability. In Okinawa, movement isn't punishment, it's preservation. It's how independence is protected year after year. And the beautiful part, you don't need special equipment, you don't need a gym membership, you don't need to be fit, you just need consistency. So now, let's start with the first movement, one that looks almost too simple to matter, but has the power to completely retrain your balance. Exercise 1. The supported single leg stand. This may look almost too simple to matter. Stand behind a sturdy chair. Place your hands lightly on the backrest. Lift one foot just an inch or two off the floor. That's it. No jumping, no heavy breathing, no complicated steps. But inside your body, something powerful is happening. The tiny stabilizer muscles around your ankles instantly switch on. Your hips engage to keep your pelvis steady. Your core tightens without you even realizing it. And most importantly, your nervous system starts recalibrating balance. Balance is not just strength. It's communication between your brain and your muscles. And after 60, that communication slows down unless you train it. In Japan, many older adults practice this daily. Some hold for 30 to 60 seconds per leg. Not aggressively, just calmly, consistently. If that feels too hard, start with 10 seconds. Here's the secret most people miss. Do not grip the chair tightly. If you squeeze hard, your body cheats. If you hold lightly, your muscles are forced to learn. You might wobble a little. That's normal. That wobble is your body rebuilding stability. Try 3 rounds per leg. Do this every day for 2 weeks, and something subtle will begin to shift. When you step off a curb, you'll feel steadier. When you climb stairs, you'll feel more confident. When you turn quickly, you'll feel more in control. It's not flashy, but it rebuilds the foundation of independence, one leg at a time. Exercise 2. The controlled sit to stand. This one rebuilds thigh strength fast, And I mean the kind of strength that decides whether you rise up confidently or hesitate and push off with your hands. Sit in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, shoulders slightly forward. Now stand up, slowly, not with momentum, not with a quick bounce, controlled. Then lower yourself back down just as slowly. No dropping into the chair, no collapsing. And if possible, don't use your hands. Why is this so powerful? Because your quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thighs, are your anti-fall shield. Every time you climb stairs, every time you stand from the toilet, every time you step uphill, those muscles take the load. After 60, they weaken faster than almost any other major muscle group. And when they weaken, everyday movements feel harder. You start avoiding them. Activity drops. Strength drops even more. But this simple motion reverses that cycle. In Japan, many elders perform sit-to-stands daily, almost like brushing their teeth. It's not seen as exercise, it's maintenance, it's protection. Here's how to structure it. Do 10 repetitions, rest for 30 to 60 seconds, repeat for 2 to 3 total rounds. If needed, lightly touch the chair with your hands at first. That's okay. Progress over time. Within 3 to 4 weeks, many seniors report something surprising. Walking feels lighter. Stairs feel less intimidating. Getting off the couch doesn't require a mental countdown. It's not about speed, it's about control. And control rebuilds strength that carries you through life. Every single day. Exercise. 3. The heel-to-toe walk. This one looks almost too easy, until you try it. Stand tall, pick a straight line on your floor, maybe along a hallway or the edge of a rug. Now place the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other, heel touching toe, then step forward again, slow, controlled, deliberate. This is called a tandem walk, and it's one of the most powerful coordination drills you can do after 60. Why? Because most falls don't happen forward. They happen sideways, a slight misstep, a quick turn, an uneven surface, and suddenly your body shifts laterally and can't recover. The heel-to-toe walk retrains that recovery system. It activates the tiny stabilizer muscles in your ankles and hips that rarely get challenged during normal walking. It forces your brain to focus. It sharpens communication between your feet and your nervous system. In Japan, similar balance walks are commonly practiced in senior community exercise groups. Not fast, not competitive, just consistent. Start with 10 steps. If you feel confident, build up to 20. And if needed, walk near a wall or countertop for safety. Lightly hover your hand close, not gripping, just prepared. You may wobble at first. That wobble is not weakness. It's your balance system waking up. Practice this 5 days a week, and within weeks you'll notice something subtle but powerful. When you turn quickly, you feel steadier. When you step off a curb, you feel more in control. When the ground feels uneven, you react faster. It's not flashy, but it directly attacks one of the biggest fall risks after 60, side-to-side instability, and that control changes everything. Exercise 4, the slow-rising calf raise, game changer. This is the one most people skip, and it's the one that quietly changes everything. Stand behind a kitchen counter or sturdy surface, feet hip-width apart, light fingertips for balance. Now slowly lift your heels off the ground. Rise up onto your toes, pause for 1 full second at the top, then lower back down slowly, with control. No bouncing, no rushing, just steady, deliberate movement. Why is this so powerful? Because most falls don't happen when you're standing still. They happen when you trip forward. You catch the edge of a rug, you misjudge a step, your toe hits something unexpected. In that split second, your calf muscles act like an emergency brake system. They contract instantly to stop your body from pitching forward. But after 60, calf strength declines faster than most people realize, and weak calves mean slower reaction time. In Japan, many elders perform slow calf raises throughout the day while waiting for water to boil, while preparing tea, while standing at the sink. It's built into life, not treated like a separate workout. Start with 15 repetitions, slow tempo, full control. Feel the stretch at the bottom. Feel the squeeze at the top. If 15 feels easy, build to 20. If it feels hard, begin with 8 to 10. Within a few weeks, something powerful happens. Your ankles feel stronger, Your steps feel springier. Your recovery when you stumble feels faster. It's subtle strength, but it's protective strength. And when it comes to preventing forward falls, this might be the missing link your body has been waiting for. Exercise 5. Side leg raises. This is the muscle group almost no one trains until it's too late. Stand tall behind a chair or next to a wall. Lightly hold for balance. Keep your chest lifted and your core gently engaged. Now slowly lift one leg out to the side, not forward, not backward, directly to the side, only as high as you comfortably can. Pause for a brief second, then lower it back down slowly, with control. No swinging, no momentum, just clean, steady movement. This exercise targets your hip stabilizers, especially a muscle called the gluteus medius, and that muscle is one of your body's most important anti-fall protectors. Here's why. Most dangerous falls after 60 happen sideways. You step off a curb awkwardly, you turn too quickly, you shift weight unevenly. If your hips can't stabilize you fast enough, your body tips. Weak hips equals sideways falls. Strong hips equals stable walking. When these muscles are strong, your pelvis stays level when you walk. Your stride becomes smoother. Your balance improves automatically. Start with 10 repetitions per side. If you feel steady, build up to 15. Move slowly enough that you feel the outer hip working. A gentle burn is a good sign. Within a few weeks, you may notice something powerful. You sway less when walking. You feel more confident turning corners. You recover faster if you misstep. It's not about lifting high. It's about lifting with control, because strong hips don't just make you stronger. They make you safer. Every single step you take. Exercise 6. The Japanese Shiko stance, sumo rooted. This final movement may look unusual, but it has been protecting balance for centuries. It's inspired by traditional training movements used in sumo, where stability, grounded strength, and lateral control are everything. Now don't worry, you are not doing a deep wrestler squat. This is a safe, modified version designed for strength and balance after 60. Stand with your feet wider than shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out, chest tall, core gently engaged. Now lower your body just a few inches into a comfortable, shallow squat. Not deep, not strained, just enough to feel your legs activate. From here, slowly shift your weight to the right. Pause, then shift slowly to the left. Controlled, steady, deliberate. You're not bouncing, you're not rushing. You're teaching your body how to control side-to-side movement. And this is critical, because uneven sidewalks, gravel driveways, wet grocery store floors, they don't challenge you forward, they challenge you laterally. This side-to-side weight shift strengthens your inner thighs, outer hips, and deep stabilizers that keep you upright when the ground isn't perfect. It also improves hip mobility, which naturally declines with age and stiffness. Start with 10 slow shifts per side. If your knees feel sensitive, don't squat as low. The height doesn't matter. Control matters. Within weeks, you may notice. Turning feels smoother. Your stance feels stronger. You feel more grounded walking on uneven terrain. This movement builds what I call anchored strength. Not flashy strength, not gym strength, but real-world stability. And when your hips are mobile and strong, your confidence returns. And confidence changes the way you move through life. That's the real goal. Not just stronger legs, but stronger independence. Here's the truth. After 60, strength isn't about lifting the heaviest weight in the room. It's not about six-pack abs. It's not about competing with someone half your age. It's about protecting something far more valuable, your freedom. Because real strength at this stage of life means something different. It means walking to your mailbox without hesitation. It means getting out of a car smoothly. It means boarding a plane to visit family without worrying about stairs. It means bending down to tie your shoes and standing back up without bracing yourself. It means playing with your grandkids and having the energy and balance to actually enjoy it. It means living independently, and independence is priceless. The hard reality, independence isn't usually lost in one dramatic moment. It's lost slowly. A small fall, a shaken confidence, less movement, more sitting, weaker muscles, more fear, and that quiet cycle changes everything. But here's what most people never realize. The reverse is also true. Small movements, daily practice, stronger muscles, better balance, more confidence, more freedom. The cycle can work in your favor. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need expensive machines. You don't need to exhaust yourself. You need consistency. These 6 movements are simple on purpose. They train balance, they train control, they train the exact muscles that prevent falls. And when done 5 days a week, even if it's just 15 to 20 minutes, they compound. In 30 days, you'll feel more stable getting out of a chair. You'll notice stairs feel less intimidating. You'll catch yourself recovering faster if you trip slightly. In 60 days, your posture improves. Your stride feels smoother. You hesitate less before moving. In 90 days, something deeper changes. Your confidence returns, and confidence affects everything. When you feel steady, you move more. When you move more, you stay stronger. When you stay stronger, you stay independent longer. This is not about becoming an athlete. It's about staying capable of choosing your lifestyle, capable of living in your own home, capable of saying yes to invitations instead of maybe I shouldn't. After 60, your body still adapts. Muscles still grow stronger. Balance still improves. The nervous system still learns. Age does not cancel progress. Inactivity does. And today, you've already taken the first step by learning what to do. Now the only question is, will you practice? 5 days a week, 10 to 15 minutes. Small, controlled, intentional movements. That's it. Because your best years are not defined by your age. They're defined by your ability to move freely, protect your legs, protect your balance, protect your independence. And remember this. Strength after 60 isn't about proving something to others. It's about preserving something for yourself, your freedom. And that is always worth fighting for. If this video helped you, even a little, I want you to do something powerful right now. Go down to the comments and type, "Strong after 60." Not just for me, for you. Because when you write it, you make a decision. You're not just watching, you're committing. And while you're there, tell me your age. Are you 62, 68, 75, 82 and still moving? I read the comments. I truly do. And seeing this community of strong, committed adults supporting each other matters more than you think. Here's something important. Aging is not the enemy. Inactivity is. Weakness is not permanent. Balance is trainable. Strength is rebuildable, but only if you take action. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Because next week, I'm sharing something that surprised even me. The one vegetable Japanese seniors eat almost daily for joint strength and mobility. Not a supplement, not a miracle pill. A simple, affordable food that supports cartilage, reduces inflammation, and helps keep knees and hips moving smoothly. You don't want to miss that. And if you know someone, a parent, a spouse, a friend over 60, who could benefit from stronger legs and better balance, share this video with them. Sometimes one simple routine can prevent one devastating fall, and that changes everything. Remember this, your best years are not behind you. They're still unfolding. They're in the walks you haven't taken yet, the trips you haven't booked yet, the memories you haven't made yet. And all of that begins with one foundation: strong legs, steady balance, confident movement. Start today, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video, stronger than ever.